When a narcissist is gaslighting you, this is how to respond. One of the narcissist's favorite weapons to use in relationships is gaslighting, because without the ability to create chaos and confusion, there's nothing in it for them. There's really no reason for them to be with you. Have you ever seen an advertisement for something and bought it because the sales pitch was so great? And then you got the product and it was nothing like it claimed to be? That's what you get when you fall for the narcissist. You get an awesome sales pitch, but when you actually experience the real product, it sucks. Some people call that buyer's remorse. And let me make this clear. All the admiration and love they displayed to you in the beginning, it was just an advertisement. It was all just things they had to do to get you to believe them and buy in. By the time you get around to reading the small print, it's too late. The warranty period has ended. You can't return it now. You're stuck with it. If this sounds like you, stick around for the next few minutes, because I'm going to provide some great ways you can respond to the narcissist's gaslighting that will shut them down and let you regain control of yourself. So for anybody out there still trying to wrap their head around what gaslighting really is, here's the basic definition. It's a form of manipulation and abuse where the abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion into your mind. An example of gaslighting is someone constantly telling you that you're irrational until you start to question yourself and believe it to be true. Other common phrases include things like, "I never said that." "I did it because I love you." "You're being overly sensitive." "Oh, come on, you're being dramatic." "You're the issue, not me." And "You're crazy." And let's face it, guys, these phrases, when used consistently over time, will have an effect on your emotional well-being. It's almost like a form of brainwashing. So when you reach this point in the relationship, and trust me, every relationship with a narcissist reaches this point, and the gaslighting gets out of hand, here are some ways you can respond that will help you get back your control of the situation. Let's stick to the subject at hand. One of the narcissist's favorite things to do is change the subject and project everything back onto you. Don't let them do this anymore. Either they deal with the current subject or the conversation ends right now. I'm not being oversensitive because I'm calling you out on your behavior. You're being defensive because I'm holding you accountable. I'm not going to argue with you about how I feel. I don't have to just let go of it if you've harmed me. You don't get to decide how I process things. I know the real truth, and I have all the facts to back it up, so I'm not going to prove myself or explain myself to you because you already know the real truth. I never said that. Stop putting words in my mouth. You're projecting. That describes you better than it does me. Your version of the truth doesn't make it true. You don't get to speak to me in that tone anymore. So you can see where I'm going with this. The sooner you start standing up for yourself and start deprogramming your brain from what the narcissist planted in you, the sooner you'll regain your sanity, and the sooner they'll find the exit door. Narcissists can't stand being confronted with the truth about who and what they really are, and that's why the gaslighting starts. As soon as they get you locked in by love bombing you or playing the victim with you, they'll start gaslighting you. They need to break you down and weaken your emotional well-being. When the relationship gets to that point, if you don't start responding back with the phrases I just talked about, things will progressively just get worse. Narcissists will take things as far as you'll let them go. Think about it. If you've been putting up with the gaslighting to this point, is there any reason to think it's just all of a sudden going to stop? I mean, why would it stop? They're getting exactly what they want from you, and they won't stop until they make you feel like a shell of what you once were. They want to turn you into their emotional slave. They need to be in total control. And why are they able to get away with this? Because we let them. We drop our guard, and they slowly and methodically break us down over time, and we don't even see it coming. It's like before we know it, we find ourselves questioning our own reality and adopting their twisted beliefs. I have a favor to ask you. Will you take some mental notes and start breaking down your relationship with this person? It's really important because I promise, if you do this, you'll find that the best part of them lasted a very short time, and all the emotional pain they cause takes up the majority of the relationship. Listen up close here. The best part of them is gone. And you know what the sad part is? It was never really there in the first place. It was all fake. But I'll bet in your mind and in your heart, you don't believe that right now. You're still having this inner battle with yourself. You're convinced you can get back to that best part, and you spend all your time focusing on how to make that happen. I'm telling you what, right now, guys, that's a very dangerous way to think, because thinking that way is just going to extend the amount of time they can manipulate, abuse, and control you. Trust me, guys, I've seen all this, and I've lived all of it. And the only way out is to get brutally honest with yourself. Accept the fact that things will never get better, and create a game plan to get out of this disaster. It's time to face reality here and realize they've crossed that line. And once they cross that line, there's no going back. If you don't believe anything else I've said in this video, believe this. There's a better world for you out there than what you're in right now. It's time to find the strength to pull yourself up out of the funk they've put you in, and accept that this relationship is going nowhere. If you can take those steps and start to heal yourself, I promise your best life is yet to come. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember to keep looking for those signs. Stay alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.